This knot is called a surgeon's loop or a blood knot. Some people call it a blood knot, but I think it's more commonly referred to as a surgeon's knot or a surgeon's loop. Now what you're doing in this knot is you're making a loop. You're trying to keep them very neat around the top here. Make your overhand just like that. Then what you want to do is take another turn just like that. Now you see when you start to pull it tight, it's going to start pulling into a what looks like a figure 8 here, and as you pull it tight, you want to just tighten it up. Now on one side you'll have 4 little loops here. They'll be nice and straight. On the other side it'll look more like a figure 8 as it runs around. So you'll have a cross section here, 2 tucks under here, and you'll have 4 on the other side. Almost looks like a noose. Now you've got yourself a nice loop, and this could be used out in the woods to connect a carabiner to a tarp or something to that effect. One good use that I've used this surgeon's knot for many times is if your shelter half rope breaks or is lost or whatever the case might be, you can run this through the shelter half loop and then run the working end of the rope down to the ground, tie another surgeon's loop, and then use the ground end to run your tent peg or ground stake, whichever one you want to call it, the ground stake or the tent peg, into the ground, and you've got yourself a nice tight loop on both ends that's not going to give. Now this is not a slip knot. It's not going to move for you. Once you get it tied in place, that's where it's going to remain. So you'll have to work on it a little bit to get your loop to the size that you want it, and once you get the hang of this one, there'll be a lot of convenient tasks for you to accomplish with this knot. Now there's a couple of aspects to this surgeon's knot. If you make the loop and you've got a carabiner, you can just drop it through and you're good to go. But in some applications you've got an attachment point that is stationary or static, and it doesn't have an access point. So in order to use this in that sense, then what you'll have to do is you'll have to run a single end through, get your double section here, and then you'll have to pull the rest of the rope through.